Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tyan Arimathea, and if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. And if you would like to show love to my channel, right by the subscribe button, do not forget to hit that thank you button. So, welcome, everyone. I'm just going to channel from my heart what I feel like the collective needs to hear. There are so many of you going through that thing right now. What I mean by that thing that you've been trying to manifest, that thing you've been trying to bring in, pull in, what have you. Whether you're manifesting a new career, whether you're manifesting winning the lottery, whether you're manifesting rebuilding your family or adding to your family, or some type of goal you've set, bringing and drawing in the love of your life, your twin flame or your kingdom partner. Whatever it is, it is not, and it has not manifested as of yet. Oh, how frustrating. My heart longs for you to have the very thing that you want, trust me. And I know that your heart longs for it too. Hold on 1 second before we be disconnected because my phone is on 7%. One moment. That must mean something, the number 7 for many of you. You were probably born on the 7th day of the month that you were born in. You was probably born in the 7th month. Please take what resonates. Y'all already know what I say. Take what resonates. Oh man. It's time to get excited. I know. In the midst of your up or your down, always neutralize it by being happy. And then you might say, well, this is not a time to be happy. Listen, let me explain something to you. Even in the worst of your storms, be happy no matter what because you can't change it. That's just like knowing that the wind exists and trying to stop the wind from blowing. You can't. It don't even make sense, right? So if you know you're not going to try to stop the wind, then don't try to stop the universe or God from unfolding this development for you in a way that Mother, Father, God deems fit for you. And we know we don't know better than the Most High. We don't. We never have, and we never will. See what I'm saying? So, as the Stoic that you are, you have endured much, much pain, much pleasure, combination of both. But one thing that stands out with you is if you probably endured more pain than anything in your life, that's because you're a cosmic warrior. You were brought here on this plane of existence to bring peace, love, harmony, and balance into this stratosphere. Yeah. That's why you've had so many obstacles in your own life. How are you going to sympathize with someone else if you haven't been through it yourself? You thought it was going to be easy peasy. You're an earth defender. You're here to help to defend the earth from darkness. so light can take flight, y'all, so we can bring in more light. Welcome to the new earth. Welcome. Because as you can see, time is changing. No one can hide who they are anymore. Look at Trump, look at Diddy, and amongst others that are being outed. J-Lo, all these movie stars, all these actors, singers, celebrities, they're being outed. What goes on in the dark comes out in the light. And that's what we seeing, what's happening with these people. And not only with them, within our own lives. Whatever we did in the dark is now coming out in the light for review for us too. This is what is called Judgment Day. You wonder what it was going to look like. Here it is, right before your very eyes. We all can see that it's judgment for everyone, including yourselves. Now, in your judgment, are you going to ridicule yourself and sabotage yourself and say, oh, woe is me? Are you going to say, yep, I did that shit? But guess what? Like Mary J. Blige said, that's not who I am anymore. How many of you guys are that person? That's the way I was then. That's the way I was then. And this is how I am now. A person that's unbothered, a person that is unidentifiable to who they used to be, the way they used to be. See what I'm saying? That is your superpower. Is knowing that once you've done something and you no longer are doing that thing, it no longer has a hold over you unless it's still inside of you. See what I'm saying? You know, there's an old saying that the Bible can either convince you or convict you. What do you care about what that good old book says if you're not doing the things that the book is condemning? What do you care? If you have that complete suit of armor on, you'll realize that everything in the complete suit of armor at Ephesians and what it speaks of, yeah, baby, it's not a spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual and a psychological warfare. Because everything that the Bible tells you, that God tells you to do, to put on that complete suit of armor, truth, faith, all those things, the sword of righteousness. Many of you are righteous. I didn't say all of you, but many of you are, especially those that have been following me heavy lately. I see you and I feel you, and there's more to come. You're righteous by God. Your conscience is one that's free. You can go before the Most High. Some of you even know the Most High's name and know it's not Yahweh or Jehovah. It's higher than that. And you know this magnanimous being, loving source, Mother, Father, God, by their name. But you're not allowed to speak it amongst the others. When it's time for them to know, they will know. You won't have to say a thing. Okay? But just knowing that much gives you more power because when you go and you pray and you call upon the Most High's name, it's instantaneously answered within nanoseconds. And you may see the development of it, okay? But I'm going to explain something to you how the Most High in the universe works. So that way you can put your mind at ease about what it is that's not showing up just quite yet. The Most High in the universe works in synchronicities, in steps, in stages. Things have to develop and progress first before other things can unfold into your life. God will give you one step and you'll take it. And when you're finished stepping on that step, then you'll see the next step. But they will come as, please, God, give me the word. They would come in succession. They would come one by one in order, one by one. One inch by inch is a cinch. Yard by yard is hard, is what the Most High is saying. If the Most High or the universe gave you too much at one time, you wouldn't even be able to assimilate it, or you wouldn't be able to handle it all. hmm Get prepared, get ready for whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. It's here. It is. It's here. It's right here, right before your very face. You just can't see it. It's invisible because it's still in the spiritual realm. That's why you don't see it. But it's going to become tangible, something for you to have, something for you to hold and call your own. Just look at it as a cake baking in an oven. Now, we all know you're not supposed to be in the damn kitchen while a cake is baking. But some of us are hard headed and we open up that oven door and we see that the cake still hasn't rised. What are you going to do? Not a damn thing. You're going to walk away from that damn cake and you're going to set that timer or make sure that timer is set to where it needs to be. And you're going to go about your day and do what you need to do. And when you hear that beeper go off, you might not even just run right to the cake. You might do something else and then come back to that cake. And that cake is so beautiful. It's so pretty. It's so nice. You take that cake out the oven. You put it on top of your counter on a rack so it can cool. And after it cools down, that's when you put your icing on. Remember, those are just steps that I just gave you on how to bake a cake. I didn't have to tell you how to bake the damn cake. You already know how to bake the cake because the instructions on the box. But some people, they do it backwards because they're in a hurry. They put the icing on while the cake is hot. So the icing melts and it gets down in the pan and it rolls off of the cake, leaving just a film of icing. You got your cake, but that's not the way you wanted it. Now, was it? But that's what your ass get for being in a hurry. So slow down, follow the previous instructions that I said, and not only will you have your cake, but you'll have your cake and you'll eat it too. See that? Not only are you going to have your cake, but you're going to be able to have your cake and then some. The universe may even give you ice cream to go on the side, may even give you a cherry to put on top, or some fudge or some caramel drizzle. Look at that. Look at God. That's how God works. Surprise. You wasn't even expecting all that. And that's how it's going to be with your current situation or your current, I don't want to call it a situation because, a blessing or a miracle is not really a situation, but your current gift, miracle, breakthrough. Let's say that. Your breakthrough is going to come, baby. And you are going to be like, wow, like you're in a different stratosphere. Like you're not even on this earthly plane of existence anymore because you're going to have a feeling so good come over you that you never had in your whole entire existence. Because that's how big the universe, the Most High, is going to show out for you. Show up and show out, baby. You ain't experienced nothing yet, baby. You thought that you've had your mind blown. Hmm. Bro star, sister. Uh-uh. Not like this. Because you've overturned many obstacles to get to where you are. You think that the universe is going to turn a blind eye to what you've been through up until this point? Baby, us chosen ones, we've been tested beyond tested. Test of a lifetime tested. Do you know what that is in comparison to the little bitty pale little ups and downs that you've been through? And I said little petty because some of the things that have been happening to you as of late have not been petty. Like the murder of my mom. Someone murdered my mom. And I kept that from you guys. I had to deal with that shit alone. I didn't have no husband to come and run to. I didn't have a boyfriend to run into his arms. I had nobody but the Most High, baby. And my angels and the gods and goddesses that I'm going to shout out to that was there for me during this time. First and foremost, Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael. Thank you so much, guardians. Um, Azura, who's not only my guardian, but who's also going to be a really great addition to my family when the time is right. Thank you. Zephyr, even though you woke me up out of my sleep 3 times, thank you. Thank you for assisting me, assisting my twin flame on our journeys. Um, you guys are amazing beings. Goddess Isis, even though I'm Isis manifested in the flesh, she has come to me a few times. Osiris has come to me, but in a different way. But Osiris is my twin flame as well. Brahma, my twin flame's higher self. Athera, thank you so much. And Zorvath, thank you. I have had so many more. My mom, she's an earth angel now. Thank you so much. Earth angels don't always have to stay on the earth or be born on the earth or incarnated on the earth. They can get their wings. My mom got her wings. So thank you, Mother, for being here and helping me to get through your dad. I was supposed to be your psycho pump, and it looks like you was here with me, coaching me. And I feel that she's actually still here. She hasn't fully crossed over yet. I could tell that much. but she has gotten her wings. So we we all go through ups and downs, right, wrongs, good and bad. There's nothing we could do when we go through these things. When these things happen to us, it's like my mom's murder, my mom's death, being all of a sudden being woken up, waking up out of my sleep. Not only did I get bad news, but I got awake out of my sleep to get the news. It was very traumatic. Same thing happened with my son, my first son. I was awakened out of my sleep with this news. It's never a good thing to be awakened out of your damn sleep just to hear that someone died. You could have let me sleep and let me have a good fucking night and then tell me in the morning, like everybody else found out. I don't care if she was my mother. You don't wake people out of their sleep and give them traumatic news like that because it even delays the fucking healing process because of the trauma. That's traumatic. But it's okay. I'm not going to complain about that because obviously that's the way God wanted it. So I can only accept what God allows, and you too. Same thing. We are all in that predicament of being in the natural ebb and flow of life, the ups and downs. When we're up, we should enjoy that moment. When we're down, we should enjoy that moment too, because there's so many reasons to be happy, to be thankful, and to be grateful for. We cannot change the bad in life. The bad is here to help us to progress and help us to grow spiritually. You wouldn't even be who you are today had you not been through the shit you've been through, had you not overcame the obstacles that life threw at you. The universe, the Most High, is going to test you. Bottom line, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, you're still going to get them tests. Now, how about take the edge off a little bit by being consciously aware that good shit and bad shit is going to happen no matter what, because that's just the natural ebb and flow of life. Bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people. And so what? Because again, that's part of the natural ebb and flow of life. Don't be sitting all in the corner and being mad because something good happened for somebody bad. You're up next. When you see good things happening for people, do you think that the universe is just allowing you to see it just to rub it in your face or punish you? No, it is a reminder, a synchronicity for you to know that you're up next. I got next. Social media is not your friend. It has caused a lot of mental diseases and illnesses for a lot of people around the world. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, yeah, it was the day before yesterday, Saturday. Um, Me and my daughter had the best day at the mall. Um, I spent the band, and she got a chance to get spoiled from it too. But we got the worst news when we was getting in the car. I was wondering why the lady that was driving was on the phone while she had us in there, but someone she knew had just got murdered today. And the guy that did it, she said she would have never suspected him to do such a thing. And to make matters even worse, because he's friends of her family, her uncle, who is a senior, like in his 60s. was in a car, and he he murdered his baby mama. Literally, they had they have a 5-year-old daughter, and the blood from her mom splashed on her. And the woman, the young lady that was killed, was pregnant with his second baby. And I can't come to grips to what would make somebody do something like that. But she shared it with us. She told us what happened. And she said she was still shook by it. My mom was murdered, and 2 weeks later, excuse me, 2 weeks later, my daughter's twin flame grandmother was murdered too. Now, what are the fucking odds of that shit? But I'm gonna tell you something. The Most High gave me my flowers. I like helichrysums or hydrangeas. I love helichrysums too, though. I drink those. Um, I drink a lot of flowers. But anyway, he brought me some hydrangeas. I buy hydrangeas for Michael to put on his altar. And then I also give him roses because Michael loves roses too. He brought me both hydrangeas and roses. Now, one would say it's a bit of a stretch that Archangel Michael influenced him to do it. But for those of you that know me, know that Archangel Michael sent them flowers to me through him because he had just went through a storm himself. And he's seen, through my daughter, the things that I've endured. He was like, man, let me give your mom her flowers while she's alive. And it's so weird because I remember telling Archangel Michael that like a week before he brought me these flowers. I was like, Archangel Michael, why do we have to wait until a person die in order for them to get their flowers? I want my flowers now. And a week later, they came. I manifested it by my words, by the way I thought. I didn't feel like I was entitled to them. I just wanted them. And he got them for me the same day. Him and my daughter was talking. And my daughter was telling him everything that I've been enduring, everything I've been going through, and how strong I've been and I withstood everything. Raising my children by myself for the last 7 years. Never thought I would be a single mother. I was married twice during my child rearing years. Now all my kids are grown, besides two, and hell, they close to being grown, 13 and 17. I don't got long, and I'll be an empty nester. Then I found out through my spiritual team that I'm gonna have more babies. I'm like, oh no, I thought I was done. But like I said again, you can only accept what God allows. And these babies that I'm bringing in, they're nothing like the ones that I thought the ones that I had were star seeds. They are. They're not like these anointed and Christed babies that are coming in to help to raise the vibration of the earth. And they coming in cosmic warriors and earth defenders and gods and goddesses. Many of you are already gods and goddesses. Only gods and goddesses can produce gods and goddesses. Only twin flames can produce twin flames. Period, point blank. Just know that the Most High is about to give you beauty for ashes. Your time of anointment and appointment is here. Today is graduation time. This is your spiritual graduation. Okay? Just know that you are loved, you are cared about, and you are well taken care of. And that is your message. Namaste.